Historic Grand Lagoon is the gateway to the Gulf of Mexico for all types of vessels, including fishing boats, kayaks, pontoons, jet skis, sailboats, pleasure boats, and even a pirate ship. The secret is out that it's also the perfect spot for paddleboarding. The protected calm waters in and around historic Grand Lagoon provide ideal conditions to explore this beautiful area. The experts make it look so easy, don't they? However, it takes practice, patience, and an understanding of the laws and regulations. I'm here at St. Andrews State Park, which is surrounded by water. We've got historic Grand Lagoon on one side, and of course the Gulf of Mexico on the southern side of the park. And I'm here today with Suzy Cilbrith. How are you?
Good.
You are the owner of SUP Conscious here in Panama City Beach, and you're also a certified paddle fit level 2 and WPA class 1. Did I get that right?
Yes, thank you.
And although paddleboarding is a lot of fun, it's really important that people know that safety must come first when you paddleboard. So you're here to help people understand some of the basic safety tips that they need to know. So would you mind sharing with our viewers some of those?
Sure. The most important thing is that the U.S. Coast Guard has deemed the paddleboard as a vessel. And as a vessel, when you're in navigable waterways, you need to have a personal flotation device and a signaling device. And it's always good to wear a leash in case you fall off. It keeps the board close to you. As the smallest vessel, you have zero rights when it comes to other watercraft. You're always supposed to go behind them and never block their way for 20 meters in front of them. Also, a good tip is to check the weather. If it's windy, you don't want to be out there. If you're new to paddleboarding and you see surfers surfing, it's probably too big for you and you should go find some calmer waters. The best way to pick up the board and carry it is really with two hands overhead. Make sure you size the paddle correctly for your height and also for your grip width to make sure that you're not putting your hands too close together when you paddle.
And how about getting in and out of the water? That can sometimes prove to be a little difficult.
Right. When you get into the water, walk the paddleboard out until you're about knee-high in water, and that's when you'll get onto the board. Make sure your feet are about where the handle of the paddleboard is. That'll be the center of the board, and that's where you're going to have your most balance. And when you're coming back, also kneel down on the board as you come to shore, and when you get to about knee-high water, get off the board and carry the board back onto the beach.
But the key is to have fun, right, Suzy?
Right. Just be safe, have fun, relax. If you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong.
Well, there you go. So while you're out there paddleboarding, don't forget these safety tips and techniques and just have a great time out on the water wherever you are.